Good morning. It's Monday. It's May the 10th. We're closing in on Pentecost, a couple more weeks. And so we'll keep these devotions going at least until Pentecost. Today we continue with the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." What the heck does he mean? He usually says, "I am the light of the world." But here he says you, and it's collective, it's plural. You all are the light of the world. So I think most of us would say, well, we reflect the light of Jesus like the moon reflects the sun, so we shine with the reflected light of Jesus. And I suppose that's one way of looking at it, and that is true. Another way to see that would be to see that God comes to us, the Spirit comes and lives in us and dwells in us, and so we have the light of the divine, the Godhead, in us, and it shines forth from us. Either way you want to look at that, it's very close to the same thing. But either way, we shine with the light of God, with the light of Jesus. We shine that light wherever we go as individuals and where we are as a community, as the church. Imagine a church that was always closed. You never saw anybody there. You never saw the doors open. You never saw the lights on. There were no cars in the parking lot. You'd wonder, well, how do those people do anything? What are they doing? You would assume that the building had been abandoned. That's not the kind of church that we are, or that most churches want to be. We want to be the sort of church where there's activity and there's life. People can see that things are happening. We have people stop by here all the time and ask, do we have clothing? Do we have this or that to give them? Or do we know where they can get a warm coat or a meal or a place to sleep? And we send them to the right places pretty easily, so they know when they see cars in the parking lot and they see the lights on, this is a place they can come and get help or get answers or be pointed to the kind of help that we give them. So that's a good thing. Our city is set on a hill and the light shines forth from it. A lot of people think that came from Ronald Reagan. It actually came from John Winthrop, who was one of the early settlers of Massachusetts Bay Colony in the 1630s. He was a Puritan minister, and he used that in a speech. Of course, it came from the Sermon on the Mount, the verse we read today. So it originates with Jesus, but it works into our politics, let's say, through these different people, and it's frequently quoted by politicians who want to invoke certain policies or a certain perspective, or just try to get Reagan on their side, and that's fine if they want to do that. But a city that's set on a hill can't be hidden. I used to drive from the countryside where I was moderator of a session back to West Lafayette at night. And it's very flat in Indiana, and I could see the glow of Lafayette for miles. And so I know that's where I'm going, and I'm getting closer. It's still 20 miles, but I can see the glow in the sky. You can't hide the lights of a city, and you can't hide the light of Christian discipleship and the love that we have for the world. So you are the light of the world. Let it shine.